Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Michelle Fondin and I'm the author of Twin Flame Romance, The Journey to Unconditional Love. All of my books are available in paperback, Kindle, and Audible books. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for subscribing below. Click on that bell, scroll up to all for all notifications. And thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. I do readings, 30, 60, and 90-minute readings, Twin Flame Romance, general readings, life, path, and purpose. You can book it at my website, michellefondinauthor.com. And don't forget to download the free Twin Flames affirmation. The link is below. Welcome to Twin Flame Guidance, where I try to give you some guidance. I don't know how valuable it is, but some guidance on the Twin Flame journey. Today, we are talking about what if twin flame predictions in readings on YouTube don't apply to me. They don't come true for me. Why? Why don't they come true for me? What does that mean? I can tell you right now, even being a twin flame myself, and even being a twin flame reader, someone who reads for the collective and reads for individuals, sometimes, even though I'm reading for my own collective, the twin flame reading predictions do not come true for me and my situation. So then you're asking yourself, probably, I'm guessing, you're asking yourself a few questions surrounding that topic for yourself. One of those questions that you're asking yourself is, am I even on the twin flame journey? If week after week, reading after reading, not only on your channel, Michelle, but on all the other YouTube channels that deal with twin flames, and when I look at the readings there, it seems that none of those predictions come true. For me, none of them, or some of them may, but it's very spotty. And so you might even be wondering, like, am I actually on this twin flame journey? So let me just tell you this. If you came to my channel with the 14 signs to know if you're a twin flame, there's also a list, a more recent one for 2021, the 10 signs to know if you're a twin flame. I'll put the link right here. And we've also produced a video on the obscure twin flame signs, the weirdness, the weird obscure signs that no one really talks about or not many people talk about. I'll put that link right here. But if you've really gone through the checklist and you've checked most of the signs that you're a twin flame, and if you continue to see the signs and synchronicities and the inner voice within you that is pulling you to this person that you believe to be your twin flame, then I can tell you, yes, you're on the twin flame journey. And the next question that might come up is like, well, why are these predictions not coming true? So there are a few reasons why the predictions might not be coming true for you at the time that you are receiving those readings, or at the time that those readings are actually being given, produced, and published on YouTube. One of those reasons just might be that you're on a different timeline. That could be a very simple reason, that you're just on a different timeline. You're not on the same timeline as the general collective. Because remember, when I am reading or anybody else is reading for a general collective, that means that it's a read for 500 people, 1,000 people, 2,000 people, 10,000 people, 20,000 people. And so a general reading can't be super precise for a collective that is that large. Now, what it does mean is that about 50% or more than 50% of those on the twin flame journey who happen to tune into twin flame readings, twin flame guidance, it is true for them, at least some of the time. And actually in the group coaching that I do, and if you're interested, you can sign up for the group coaching below. But in the group coaching that I do, I realized on a call with the students of my group coaching program is that about 50% of them are in some type of reunion with their twin flame. So, you know, when we talk about like a grand collective, I would say that a specific reading for a specific collective is going to ring true around 50% of the time, or maybe even slightly higher than that. Now, does that mean for the other 50% that they are not on the twin flame journey? No, I mean, it just means that for that specific timeline, that your timing is a little bit off. Like it's like when you run a marathon. I haven't run marathons, but I've run half marathons. So let's suppose that if there are 30,000 people running a half marathon and you are running, let's say like you're running a 12-minute mile, the average person running a 12-minute mile for a half marathon is going to finish that half marathon in about, 2 hours and 30 minutes, around there. And so the issue is that if you are running a half marathon with 30,000 people, there are going to be some people that are running 5-minute miles. And if you're a person who runs a 5-minute mile, you're going to finish that half marathon a lot quicker than someone, for example, who's walking the half marathon, who's walking at a 15-minute mile pace. It's going to take that person a heck of a lot longer to finish that half marathon than it is for the person who is running a 5-minute mile. So you can see, actually, when you look at something like a marathon, half marathon, and you have this big group of people all at different ability levels, all at a different pace, and on different levels of running and fitness level, it's not that they're not going to cross the finish line. Actually, some might not cross the finish line, even with 30,000 people. But for those that do cross the finish line, which is usually, it's probably close to 90% of those who start a half marathon that actually succeed in finishing a half marathon, even if they're walking the whole time. But most are going to actually finish. They're just going to finish at a different time. So I really feel like for you, depending on when you started on your twin flame journey, it's not that the general collective readings are not going to apply to you. It just might be a little bit delayed, depending on your situation. So the second thing that came to me when I was pondering this, because honestly, when I am reading week after week for the collective, for example, and sometimes there have been pockets of time where it absolutely positively did not apply to me. And I'm like, how could this not apply to me in my situation? Like, I'm the one doing the reading and I'm in this collective, so why wouldn't it apply to me? Is that you might not be in the specific wave of twin flames that is being read for that specific week. Now, this does have to do with timelines, but it also has to do with the trajectory of the twin flame journey that your wave of twin flames happens to be on. Now, I don't know everything, obviously. I just know what Spirit has pointed out to me. And I do feel that the more recent twin flames who have met each other are on a faster track to getting toward reunion than those that met, for example, 3 years ago in 2018, when there was a large wave of twin flames that really opened up to the twin flame journey. Like, it was humongous. There were so many twin flames that awakened in 2018. And then there are those who awakened way prior to 2018, and those twin flames seem to have a lot longer journey ahead. And in fact, I feel that they have been doing a lot of the work for the entire collective. So a lot harder lessons apart in separation, doing a lot more of the work for the collective. So when you look at that, when you look at the stage, the year at which you met your twin flame, and the actual trajectory of your twin flame journey, it's going to look really different depending on when you awakened to this journey. And I know that that sounds super esoteric. Like, I know it sounds really like woo-woo and way out there, but it's just patterns that I have noticed. It's patterns that my sister has noticed, and it's patterns that a lot of others have noticed as well. So that may be one reason, in addition to the timing difference. Now, the third reason that I really want you to think about is, everything is so different and individualized. And while something may be true, so let's suppose if you look at, I'm going to post it up here. If you look at this week's reading, so that I'm posting this the week of October 18th. So I'm actually posting this on Wednesday, October 20th, which is happy full moon in Aries. But if you look at the reading I posted on October 18th, 2021, the reading was amazing. The reading is so amazing, and go back and watch that if you haven't yet watched it. But it's like a really amazing reading. And what I want to tell you though is that even if you and your twin flame are on track with the collective, meaning that everything that is supposed to unwind and unfold is unwinding and unfolding the way it should. However, you both have free will. So if your twin flame, for example, is not taking the opportunity to move forward when spirit says move forward, then you're not going to move forward. You're not going to see progress. You're not going to see movement. You're not going to see change. You're not going to see communication. So it just depends on where your person is at. It depends on where you're at, because of course, God's spirit cannot interfere with your free will choices, with your twin flame's free will choices, and that might also cause some delays. So take heart. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're not in this twin flame collective. It doesn't mean that you're not a twin flame. It's just whether you're viewing my channel with the readings or anybody else's channel with readings, just take what really resonates with you and discard the rest, and just take heart in knowing that everything's going to unfold in divine timing first and foremost. And of course, if you're really like confused week after week and saying like, this really doesn't seem like it applies to me in my situation, then I would highly recommend getting a personalized reading, a one-on-one personalized reading. It can save you a lot of worry and heartache and overthinking things, and it can give you some peace and serenity about your particular situation, right? So you can always book that at my website, michellefondinauthor.com. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for subscribing to my channel below. Click on that bell, scroll up to all for all notifications. And thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing this video with other twin flames. And thank you so much for your support on my YouTube channel. You can buy a book or 2 or 3. You can join a boot camp or meditation course. You can also join our group coaching. The link is below. And I will see you in the next video.